It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat Disabato from the Daily Southtown newspaper, and we're at the Beggar's Pizza location on 127th Street and Kedzie Avenue in lovely, historic Blue Island. Great show for you this week, folks. We're going to keep with this baseball theme. We've got Richards coach Brian Wujcik as our guest, talking Bulldogs baseball, coming off a 19-15 season last year. They were 14-5 in the South Suburban Red. Hard to believe this is Wujcik's 24th season as head coach at Richards. He's .467 and .334 overall in his outstanding career. So we're going to talk all things Richards baseball. Bulldogs have a nice team coming back. I think about a half dozen starters returning to this group, led by Angelo Smith, junior left-handed pitcher outfielder, who's already committed to Michigan. So he's the real deal, folks. All right, we are going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. Remember, go to beggarspizza.com. Join the Big Cheese Club, folks. You spend $30 or more, they throw in a free nacho platter all month of March. Okay, folks, we come back. Brian Wujcik, Richards Baseball. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
Hello, boys. I'm a drop-dead gorgeous pepperoni sausage, hold the vegetables deep dish pizza. Just look at my cheese. Your place or mine. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
At Standard Bank, we help our neighbors make tomorrow brighter. Families count on us for personal service and banking convenience. Business owners find smart solutions and the resources to capitalize on new opportunities. It's one thing to locate in a community, quite another to invest in it. That's what we do at Standard Bank. We're people you know, services that make your life easier, and financial strength you can count on. We're Standard Bank, in your neighborhood.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, folks, our guest, Brian Wujcik, Richards Baseball. Wooge, thanks for coming on board again, my man.
My pleasure.
You know, Wooge, I remember when I used to refer to you as one of the brightest young coaches around. You still remain bright, but now you're in your 24th season, man.
I'm not young anymore.
Where's the time gone? 24 years.
I don't know. I really don't. It's this is my 24th year as a head coach and 25th year overall. And it goes by in a hurry. What's funny is that it's the preseason now. You know, It used to be, oh my God, we still got 3 weeks, 4 weeks until the season starts. Now it's hey, we're starting again.
It's nuts.
It just rolls up on you real quick now.
So as you look back at 24 years, what has changed most being a high school varsity baseball coach?
The numbers, the kids that come out. This year at our freshman tryouts, we had 20 or 21 kids. Now, we've never had a tremendous amount, but we used to do somewhere between 35 and 40. And now it's 20 kids. And I don't know, it's not like we're losing everyone in our community is going to the Catholic schools or anything like that. I mean, we still got some quality ball players that are coming to Richards. We just don't have the numbers anymore. So that's one of the main things that I've seen.
Boys volleyball, you think that has anything to do with it or no?
Or video games. Maybe at a young age, kids just aren't playing that much baseball anymore at a young age in order for them to carry up by the time they get to high school.
Well, the good thing about that is you don't have to make cuts too much. No broken hearts.
And that's the bad
thing. It is a dual-edged sword right there. All right, and in 24 years into this, what do you enjoy most about coaching at the high school level?
I still love teaching the game. I told the kids, I said the 3 weeks before the season, 3 weeks before we start playing games is the time that I love the most, to get down in there and to teach the game of baseball and to watch them progress. Once the season starts, I just kind of want to know how it ends. And I said even before games, before playoff games, batting practice is my favorite time. When we're out there, music's playing, we're hitting, we're taking ground balls and stuff. Once the game starts, I just want to know what the final score is. So I do like that early part of the season where we're teaching the game and the kids are getting it.
Yep. And to piggyback off that answer, Wooge is very good at teaching hitting. He was a Big Ten batting champion at Iowa back in the day. And music-wise, you go to Richards, man. It is quality tunes. We're talking 70s, 80s, rock, some good stuff. We're not hearing any crazy stuff going on at Richards, right?
No, I live in the past, so it's a lot of guitar rock.
And these young kids, these high schoolers, they need to know that type of music. You know what I mean? Learn some good music.
I'm teaching them about baseball, and I'm teaching them about music that lasts.
That's right. Timely. That's right. Timeless, I should say. All right. So you're a Richards grad. Do you think you'd still be doing this for this long of a period if you weren't coaching and teaching at your alma mater? Or do you love baseball that much where you still think you'd be doing it?
I chose to stay at Richards, right?
Yep.
There's been, 2 or 3 Lincoln Way schools that have opened up since I've been coaching. There's been maybe some Catholic League jobs that have opened. There's been some other, I'm going to call them potential opportunities, because nobody called me and said, hey, you got to apply for this or anything like that. But on the one hand, I wonder what it's like to coach a team that's got 5 or 6 Division I ball players on the field at the same time, where maybe I could have gotten that at Lincoln Way North or at one of the Catholic League schools or something. But on the other hand, I feel like the kids who come through Richards, we're teaching them something that's, I don't want to sound arrogant or anything, I don't want to say that they wouldn't have gotten from somebody else, but there's a pride factor that Jeff Kortz and I in particular have, because Kortz, he graduated in '88. He's 2 years behind me, and he and I have been coaching together forever. And there's a pride factor that we have as former Bulldogs that I hope we're instilling in our ball players.
Yeah. And you should feel fortunate that you didn't go and grab that job at Lincoln Way North, because you'd be out of a job for the most part, which is really sad, but it is crazy. Things happen for a reason, and you're meant to be a Bulldog. You're a lifer, man.
That's it.
You're in a 218 family, which is a good thing. All right, in your baseball field, Wooge, and speaking of pride, you take a great deal of pride, and it shows on that baseball field, man, the type of pride you take in being a coach at Richards. When you look at the facility, you just go out there, and I know you're constantly out there, but when it starts greening up and it's really looking at its most beautiful, what first comes to mind? Because you remember when you played it and you didn't have dugouts, so I mean, what is it?
Yeah,
what comes to mind,
when
man?
we first started, it was all Corhonen's practice fields out there. So it was all football, and then baseball. All we had was we had a green chain link backstop, and we had 2 benches, and that was it.
That's what we had at Eisenhower, the same thing.
Yeah, you're right. I remember playing there. So we took a look at the facilities, and we had an idea in our head of how we wanted the field to look, and we just kind of stole things from people. We stole the bullpen batting cage idea from Brother Rice. We stole the backstop idea. Lockport was the first one. Lockport had the chain link backstop with the netting, and we looked at it and said, well, why can't we do brick?
Yeah.
And so we did that. And then we built the fan deck down the third base side.
Yep.
Then they put up the addition, the science wing, and they put a nice little balcony on the outside of that, which kind of gives us a stadium field. When you're standing on the field, it gives you a stadium field. So the next thing was, let's improve the playing surface. And once we got the field enclosed, now football wasn't practicing out there anymore. There weren't that many potholes or bare spots or anything, and it turned out to be
it's a field of
nice
dreams,
yard.
man. It's beautiful. And folks, if you haven't gone out to check out a game at Richards, please do so this year. And it sits down a little bit. It's a really cool, unique atmosphere to watch a game at Richards. All right, folks, we are going to go to a Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. Remember, teenagers, high school students, flash your high school ID, $27 haircut for girls, $17 haircut for guys at Lisa Thomas Salon. We come back, more Richards baseball with Brian Wujcik. Stay tuned.
can only make one first impression. So make sure it's a good one with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where it's fun and affordable to get the latest trends. Girls, head to the salon and get pampered for only $27. Guys, get the cut and style you've always wanted for only $17. Or try out our other salon services. It's time to get noticed. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon. Your style, perfect style.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's is a trained technician and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, our guest this week, Richards baseball coach Brian Wujcik. And, you know, I have to give my props to Wuj, man. This is a big day for him. His nationality is, we're taping on Kazimierz Pulaski Day.
That's right.
Wuj being Polish, he says, you know what, I'll still come out and be a guest on the show. And we've got Gerard Grabowski, the cameraman. So it's two on one here, man.
I'm pretty sure I got pierogies and sauerkraut waiting for dinner tonight.
That's nice, man. So, all you other Polish people, happy Kazimierz Pulaski Day, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, Woj. Bulldogs looking strong, man. They're looking strong this year. How many returning starters overall do you have?
Let me see. We lost a catcher and a center fielder, and I think that's it.
That's it. So you got six starters returning. So what can fans expect from the Dogs this year?
I think we're going to have a little faster start this year than we did last year because of the experience factor.
Yep.
You know, guys aren't getting their feet wet with the speed of the varsity game or you know, just the varsity game in general. So I think that we're going to come out of the gates a little bit quicker, and I think that we've got a quality stable of arms, which is going to keep us in just about every game.
Yep. When you look at from a skill standpoint, whether it's hitting, defense, pitching, bullpen, what is this team's strength? What do you believe?
It's probably pitching and defense. It's you know, we've got Angelo Smith, Ryan Rankin, Chris Zesky, Nick Mejia are all coming back, and each one of those guys had better than 35 or 40 innings thrown last year. And then defensively, we're returning both middle infielders. We're returning our center fielder. Our center fielder's hurt right now, but he should be back hopefully by the second week of the season once we start playing games. So we're strong up the middle, and you know, Ryan Rankin will probably start at third base. He's got to do some pitching, and he might move over to shortstop. And then Nick Mejia will probably go over, and he'll be at first base, but then he's going to have to go to the mound. So
they'll move some pieces around.
Yeah. So it's you know, we don't necessarily have tremendous depth. We're going to have some of the younger guys step up because we don't have any pitcher onlys. Even Angelo Smith is not a pitcher only. He's going to the outfield when he's not pitching. So
that's high school ball, man.
It's nothing we're not used to.
That's right. That's how we did it. You know, you played both. That's it, man. You want to play. You want to sit as a starting pitcher. You're going to sit when you get to college. You know, you're only going to pitch every fifth day.
You know, and when I first started coaching at some of the bigger schools, and you have a pitching staff? That's all those guys do? They don't hit? They don't, you know, it was foreign to me.
I know, man. All right, so you got a number of kids who have committed to various levels of college, led by Angelo Smith, who is a kid who's going into his junior season here, and he's already verbally committed to Michigan. What is it about Angelo that sets him apart? Because it's not like he throws 93, 94 miles per hour, but, man, does he get guys out?
His velocity is picked up. He's not an imposing figure. He's about 5'11", 100 and maybe 170 pounds, but his arm is live. He's left-handed. He's got a live arm. He can throw two pitches for strikes consistently, and then if he gets that changeup over, now he's
watch out,
even more devastating. But he's one of those guys that's got, and we're not going to abuse him. I've never believed in the pitching coaches that we've had, from Kevin Quinn to Kevin Lee, and now we've got remember Kyle Zillis from Marist. He's our pitching coach now.
Nice.
We've never believed in overusing guys. You know, they're still going to see I don't know, 8 to 10 starts. Because he's got a future beyond us.
Yeah.
I don't want to blow him out for 14 starts and 90 innings. I don't think that's fair to his future. But he also has a rubber arm, and he can come back relatively quick. So with him, with Ryan Rankin, Chris Zesky, Nick Mejia, the guys that I named before, and a couple of the younger guys, Tommy Olson, Matt Rocky, Noah Petrosevsky, we've got a nice stable of arms. But with Angelo, we've got our first ace since Johnny Ryan in 2010, and our best pitcher since Brian Smith in 04.
And the beauty is he's got him for 2 years.
Yeah. He's only the second guy that we've ever brought up as a freshman.
Eric Bliss?
No, not even Eric Bliss. Johnny Ryan was the other one. Yeah.
Went on to UIC and have a nice career. But Angelo Smith, folks, you get a chance to come out and watch him pitch. It is a treat. He's all that. So what do you think needs to happen for you guys to meet expectations?
We have to stay healthy. Like I said, we don't have tremendous depth. So first and foremost, we have to stay healthy. We have to win more non-conference games. Like last year, we were 9, counting the playoffs. We lost Sandberg in the regional semis. So I think our overall record was 19-15 last year, but we were 14-5 in conference, which means that we were 5-14 or something in non-conference games. So we got to do better in our non-conference slate, and we've got some tough ones. We've got the Lincoln Ways on the schedule. We're going up to New Trier this year over spring break. We're going to play there, and that's the other thing is, as long as I've been doing this, I just try to keep it fresh. I could schedule the same teams every year, and then you play the same 35 guys, including your conference games and everything. But I'm on the board with the State Coaches Association. I've gotten to know some guys that I really like, and I'll take a ride up to New Trier over spring break. That's okay. We'll do that.
And that's
we're
going
to play Hinsdale South, and we're going to play. We played Yorkville the last couple of years, and just to play different teams from different areas instead of just this group of teams over and over again.
Yeah. Well, it's good. And you make sure when you go up there and you see Mikey Napoleon, the good people up in New Trier, you give a little Southside rear end whipping, okay?
We can do that.
And conference-wise, the SSC Red, well, what's it looking like? What's your perception? Who do you think is going to give you guys the most challenge?
Shepherd won it last year, and I know that Shepherd graduated a lot of starters from last year's team, but I also know they've got the Carberry kid back, who's a pretty good pitcher, and I think they've got one other starting pitcher back. Now, we didn't face Carberry last year because I think he was having shoulder problems. So I don't know what quite to expect from him, but I also know he's the quarterback on a football team, and he's a pretty good athlete. Revis, Don's one of my favorites. He always coaches his guys up. Evergreen Park, I'm thinking of the teams on our side of the conference. Evergreen Park has always got an arm. They've always got a shortstop. They've always got a couple guys that can hit. So it's still going to be competitive. It's not like season's going to start and everybody's going to hand us a trophy and fight for second place. We still got to come out and play every day.
And you can't forget about your arch rivals, Oak Lawn.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And don't forget about my guys over here behind us, the Cardinals. They're going to be much improved.
Coach Gorney he coached with us, and I really thought that he was going to fly under the radar, and I was going to have him still coach with us. And Tim Baker was the athletic director at Eisenhower at the time. He goes, "No way!" I said, "We're taking him with us."
We're taking him. I'm cautiously optimistic. I think they can get to 500 this year, the Cards. I think they're going to be all right.
I think Coach Gorney's a man for it. He's good.
He is. Young, good. Kind of like Brian Woods 24 years ago.
Yeah, right.
All right, Woods, thank you very much for coming on board, man. Good luck this season. I can't wait to get out to a couple ball games. It's going to be good times.
Good.
All right, folks, we're going to an athletics timeout. And when we return, remember, it's Standard Bank text poll question of the week, chance to win a $50 gift card, and lots of other good things. Stay tuned.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
I'm a half sausage for you and your husband and a half just cheese for the kids, who never seem to stop moving. Go ahead and take the night off, Mom. I got you covered. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
At Standard Bank and Trust, we believe that choosing a community bank and finding the latest conveniences are not mutually exclusive. You can have both. We strive to give our customers value and convenience, like online banking with mobile deposit, so you can bank anywhere, anytime, and competitive rates on mortgage and home equity loans. At Standard Bank, you'll find services that fit your lifestyle and people you know. We're Standard Bank, in your neighborhood.
All right, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'd like to thank Richards baseball coach Brian Wujek for being our guest. All right, folks, textbook question sponsored by Standard Bank. It's a good one, folks. This is a good one. Which pitcher from Oak Forest High School ranks number 9 in most strikeouts in a season and number 10 in most strikeouts in a career in Illinois history? Okay? Text A if you think it's Rick Gorecki. B if you think it's Tim Burdack. C if you think it's Tony Bartolomucci. All right, I didn't even put Funkhauser on there because he's not the guy. So text your answer A, B, or C to 708-365-8501. Texter number 3 with the correct response wins a $50 gift card. Compliments of Standard Bank. And let me tell you, folks, strikeouts in a season, number 9, that's 201 strikeouts in a season. That ranks number 9 in state history. In career, this guy had 481 strikeouts. And that ranks number 10 in Illinois history at the high school level. So good luck on that. All right, the Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week. We're going to hook up Crete-Monee senior Victor Curry. Scored 19 points to lead the Warriors to a 61-58 upset victory over Homewood Flossmoor in the Class 4A Oaklawn Regional Championship on Friday. I was at that game. That was a heck of a game. Victor with an outstanding performance, man. He put the team on his shoulders in that fourth quarter and came up big time. So we're going to hook up Victor with a $25 gift card. Compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe in Oak Brook and Streeterville. I was at the location in Oak Brook on Sunday. Had myself a little yoki. It was delicious. Nice little side of baguette. Knocked it down. Good stuff. All right, the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club Player of the Week. Hook up St. Francis University softball pitcher Nicole Nonemacher. She pitched consecutive no-hitters and consecutive days for the St. Francis Saints. How about that? No-hitter on Monday, come back to another no-no on Tuesday. So we're going to hook her up with a nice goodie bag. Compliments of Lisa Thomas Salon in Orland Park, Tinley Park, and Mokina. All right, folks, real quickly, our preseason baseball top 10. Obviously, there's a ton of good teams. But the amazing thing is when you look at the list of some of these kids on our top 10 teams, the colleges these kids are going to. I mean, St. Rita alone. Danny Gleaves is going to Michigan State. Mateo Zuniga is going to Kansas. Cal Greenfield's going to Florida. Dominic Sarra is going to Villanova. I mean, that's incredible stuff. That's just one team. Mount Carmel, Jeremy Houston's going to Indiana. Bobby Seymour is going to Wichita State. Let me tell you, by the time it gets all said and done, Alec Thomas, who's a sophomore, he's going to go anywhere he wants in the country. He's a tremendous talent. We talked to Johnny Mack last week, Brother Rice, the 3 Illinois recruits. That's tremendous. Ryan Cutt, Mike Massey, Andrew Dyke. They also got Ryan King. He's going to Michigan State. Jack Guzik is going to Indiana State from Rice. Lincoln Way North's got Ben Troike. He's going to Illinois. So it's crazy, man. I mean, the opportunities these kids have, and the talent that this area has. Those were 4 schools I just mentioned. There's plenty of more kids. And we had, obviously Brian Wujek, his talent, the junior. Angelo Smith, he's going to Michigan. So it's just great to see, man. This is a hotbed for baseball talent. That's why I love baseball season more than any other season. All right, folks, we're going to go to Labriola Bakery Cafe. Time out. Remember, Burger Mondays every Monday at Labriola Bakery Cafe. High and tight when we come back.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oakbrook Promenade.
You can only make one first impression, so make sure it's a good one with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where it's fun and affordable to get the latest trends. Girls, head to the salon and get pampered for only $27. Guys, get the cut and style you've always wanted for only $17. Or try out our other salon services. It's time to get noticed. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon. Your style, perfect style.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's has trained technicians and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island. All right, folks, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. A little high and tight, folks. You look at the boys' basketball playoffs here. We're in the midst of March Madness, sectional competition this weekend. Really, we are void of a Cinderella team. I mean, maybe Crete Monee, they're a number 6 seed in the Bloom sectional, but other than that, there have been 0 upsets. You got Simeon still rolling, Thornton still rolling, Mount Carmel in 3A, they're still rolling. Hillcrest is still going, but those are top seeds. Those are teams that were expected to compete and win and get to the sectional. So it's kind of a little bit of a disappointment here that there's no one you could sit there and say, here's the underdog. There are really no underdogs. I mean, Lincoln Way West is still alive in 3A as well. So, a little disappointing in that regard. But at the same time, you do want the best teams to get to state, and in the situation we're in right now, looks like that's going to happen. All right, folks, get out to some games this week and have a great week.